Hello friends, my name is Rahul. In this video, we are discussing the origin of private security, its controlling authority, eligibility to make an PASSARA application, and the documents required for PASSARA. In the recent times, the organizations felt the need of security personnel to safeguard their premises, machinery, overall facility, and their personal safety and security as well. Rising demand for security services required by the public could not be fulfilled by then existing government setup, and all these have raised the discussion for privatization of security services. But the security, being a matter of great concern, cannot be left unregulated, and finally the PASSARA Act was enacted in the year 2005 to meet the above requirements. The security, being a subject of the concurrent list, is enforced and regulated by both the central and state governments. The central government has enacted the PASSARA Act in 2005 and left the rules for enforcement of said act in the hands of the state governments, as security is a state subject. The respective state government could adopt the rules of the central government or may form their own rules and regulations for enforcement of PASSARA Act 2005. Every state has a controlling authority to control the licensing process of PASSARA and is known with the name assigned by the state governments to them. If the private security agency wants to operate in more than one state, it needs to make separate applications in each state, with respecting state controlling authority. The broader framework of licensing process of PASSARA is the same in all the states, but the application flow process with the controlling authority and requirement of the documents, premise specifications may differ from state to state. In broader perspective, to file an application, mainly three things are required. Number 1, there has to be an applicant agency. Number 2, the place where the applicant agency will has its office. Number 3, fee. An applicant could be an individual or other than individual to make the application for PASSARA license. The applicant need to submit its KYC documents and constitution documents. If the applicant is an individual, he or she needs to submit their PAN, Aadhaar, recent address proof like bank statement, electricity bill, etc. In case the applicant is other than an individual like partnership firm, LLP, company, HUF, or association of persons, it needs to provide the proof of its constitution and all registration certificates sought by the applicant. Apart from this, an entity other than individual needs to submit the KYC documents of the person who are partners, directors, shareholders, or even a karta in an entity. For example, if an entity is an OPC, it needs to provide its constitution documents like Certificate of Incorporation, Memorandum of Association, Article of Association, and PAN. In addition to these documents, if the entity has other registrations like GST, shop and establishment, PF and ESIC certificate, these documents must be submitted to the controlling authority. Now coming to the place of business, PASSARA is a location-based license, and the police station jurisdiction in which the office is located will be the verifying authority regarding the suitability of the premises. Every state may lay down its own specification for the office space. Normally, you should have your office in a commercial area free from residential dwelling. It should be well ventilated, having washroom facilities in it. If the place is rented, then we need to submit the rent agreement, rent receipt, latest electricity bill, and a NOC from the owner of the premises. On the other hand, if the premises is owned by the applicant, then the ownership proof will be submitted in the department. Now coming to the fee part. Every agency at the time of applying for a PASSARA license needs to decide their area of service in the state. They may choose to operate all over the state, or may operate in 5 districts, or may even choose to operate in 1 district. The application fee will vary as per choice made by the applicant. If the agency is operating in the entire state, then the government fee will be 25,000. If it's operating in the 5 districts of the state, then the government fee will be 10,000. And for operations for the agency to be conducted in 1 district, the government fee will be 5,000. Every person cannot be employed as a security guard in a security agency. As per the PASSARA Act, a security guard to be properly trained by the training institute recognized by the respective state government in which the applicant is making the application. To meet this requirement, the applicant agency has to enter into a memorandum of understanding with the recognized training institute. Further to this, there must be a defined dress code for security personnel, so the applicant needs to submit a photograph of uniform of the security guard along with its logo and its badge. So these are the important points that we keep in our mind before applying for the PASSARA application. Hope you got the gist of this licensing process. Please reach us for further assistance. Our dedicated team will guide at every step of this registration process and will help you in obtaining the PASSARA license. For more information, log into our website www.setindiabiz.com. Thank you.
Subscribe and click on the bell icon to get corporate updates from Setindiabiz. Setindiabiz. Business begins here.